Hello everybody, and thank you for coming to check out this video. In this video I'll be covering how to install your UCCX for the lab guide that I've been creating for a while now. Now with this, we're going to first want to make some DNS entries. Next we need to hop over to our ESXi host name and create as well as the IP address that needs to be correlated within this will be very similar to what we've done on the previous videos for creating virtual machines, but I'll still walk through it just so that people can see it. We'll want to select an OVA. We'll want to select an ISO file, we'll want to select the network, all those great things. Next, what I want to do is show you how to get the OVA file. So if you go here to the virtualization for Cisco Unified Contact Center Express, you select your version, and then after you select your version, you can click on the click to download OVA file. From there, we'll, sorry about that, I have a session timeout, let me get back in. From there, we'll go ahead and select the Unified Contact Center Express virtual machine templates. And then that's how you can get the OVA file, is from within here. And you just want to make sure you select whichever one is best for you. This is the one that I'm using. So we'll click next and we'll get over to the data store. I'm going to keep this data store, click next again. I want to go ahead and agree to this and click next. We'll select our network, which for this one is going to be the server VLAN HQ, and I'll leave the that alone, but I will uncheck the power automatically. I don't want that. And let's go ahead and finish creating our VM now. Next, once our virtual machine is created, we're going to select it and then hit edit. And when we select edit, what we're looking to do here first is map the ISO file. So we can see the hard disk is fine, everything else is fine, but we're going to go to the data store ISO file. We're going to select our different folders, navigate down to wherever you have your ISO file, and then once you select it, click select, and then hit connect. And then after that, we'll click save. Next, what we want to do is power on the virtual machine. And once we power on the virtual machine, we'll launch the console, and we want to wait until the installation wizard is available. Once the installation wizard is available, we can go through that. But what I'm going to do here for the video today is I'm just going to fade into the background, let the video play while I go through the install wizard so that people can just see what needs to be done. And then around the 5-minute mark, I'm going to be done with the wizard, and we'll talk about what to do after the configuration wizard is done. At this point, I'll put in the credentials and the Wizzard is complete. So now I'll go ahead and let that run. But once it's complete, this is what it should look like. We'll be able to go ahead and log in, do a show myself. With that, we can see the machine name. We're also able to see with show network E0 that it has the correct IP address and that the link is detected, which is very important. Here we can see the primary DNS, the domain, and the gateway. And at this point, everything is good. We can move on to the next video, and I'll see you then.